All right. So what's happening here?
Oh God. So I'm not used to this. So we are feeding tadpoles, feeder tadpoles, to our Biologist, which are part of my growth experiment. I have to feed 5 tadpoles each. Unfortunately.
To this big bug.
To this big.
What's it called again?
It's called a Biologist. That's the type of species it is. But
And what's the species of tadpole you're feeding?
the same thing as my experiment, Biologist Troy Neptune.
Also known as
Red-eyed Treefrogs.
Very nice. And what is your experiment?
Oh boy.
Summary.
So my experiment is measuring growth with Biologist with the effects of predation. And so we have tadpoles of the same density in these big mesocosms, and half of them are exposed to the predator that we were just looking at, the Biologist, and half are not. So we're looking at how the chemical cue would affect their growth. And the chemical cue is released when the Biologist eats the tadpole. So that's what we've been doing with these mesocosms. And then we took a subset and looked at the transit time, or the amount of time that food takes to move through the gut. Also their intake, so how quickly they eat in a given amount of time, and those are the ones that we've been dissecting. We also took a subset of tadpoles in these 20 little tanks and did like the opposite treatment with them. So we took those that were previously exposed to predators and then did not expose them further to predators, and then we took those that were not previously exposed to predators and exposed them to predators.
And this is a separate experiment?
Yeah, so this is just like an additional part of the experiment that I'm running. And then tomorrow I actually will be photographing them and seeing the difference in a week's growth. So,
for both experiments?
Well, we have all the data for the previous experiment, but for this experiment it's only been a week of growth. So tomorrow we'll know if they've actually changed or not.
So this experiment, half are being exposed to the predator.
Yeah.
And the chemical cues you think the predator is releasing when it eats a tadpole?
Yeah, so it's not actually the predator that's releasing the chemical cue, it's when the predator eats the tadpole. It's the chemical that's being released by the tadpole when it's eaten.
Great. And half are not exposed. And this one, they've already been exposed to a predator?
So half of the tanks is actually, this half has been exposed to predators previously, and then this half has not. And then our control is, there's tanks in this subset that have not been exposed to predators, and then we're continuing not exposing them, so that's our control. And then there's also the subset that is being exposed, so then we'll check the growth rate on those and compare that to the control. And the same goes for those that have been exposed to predators. We're checking to see if we take away the predator cue, see if that affects their growth rate.
Gotcha. And this was scientist Troy Neptune working on what species again?
Biologist Troy Neptune, or red-eyed treefrogs.
Thank you.